What we're going to look at here is how to embed a Google form into Canvas like I have here. So you'll see the Google form fits entirely within the Canvas page, so kids don't need to go to one other place. So in order to do that, you're going to go to your Google Drive, and then you're going to click on New. You click on More, and you're going to click on Google Forms. It's the purple icon. Alternatively, you can go to forms.google.com. All of Google's different apps are typically going to be whatever it's called, .google.com. So forms.google.com, docs.google.com, etc. So you'll go to the form. You will write whatever questions. For the sake of time, we're going to go to one that I've already completed. So you can see I have a few questions here. And now I need to get the code so that I can put this into Canvas. You don't have to actually know any of the code. You're going to click on Send in the corner. So you click on Send, and then you are going to look for these two brackets. It's kind of pointy brackets. And then you can either click on this and copy it, or you can just press copy right here. And then you're going to go into Canvas. We'll pretend that this isn't here right now. You click on HTML editor. So what you're doing is you're changing the page from images, from text, etc., into the code behind it. And so what you do is you're just going to paste this code here. You click Save. I had some other content there, so I wanted to bring that back. Ignore what I just did. But you click Save. And it's going really slow because the internet has been very slow today. But then you will have, just like here, you will have a video, or not a video, but you will have your form embedded directly within Canvas. So you can see that here. So now your students can take this directly within Canvas. They don't have to leave the page, but you still get the feedback. Now, if you want to see what their responses are, which I assume you do, otherwise why are you giving them the form? You are going to then need to get back into your Google form, and you're going to click on Responses. Now, this is one that was made as a model, so you're not going to actually see any responses here, which is why it's struggling to load them because there are 0. But you've got two options. So you can either view them here, where they will give you bar graphs or circle graphs, depending on your type of response. Or if it's a text response, it will just be a list of whatever it is, whether it's names or it is their comments, anything like that. It will just be a list of that. But you can also get it as a spreadsheet. So we'll look at an example right here of one that's done. So here is the grit surveys that your students did last year. So I can see a summary of all of the responses. You'll notice that it comes into graphs for me. So when I'm trying to get an overall picture of where were my students at on something, this is really good. But if I want to know their individual responses, I'm going to click right here. And now what it did is it created a Google form for me with all of those responses. So now I can go through and I can sort in all sorts of different ways. I can look for patterns, and it helps me better understand the information. If this was something that my students' names were attached to, like this particular form, it's asking for student names, I can also then go across the line and see what did each student put. And then I know what they all responded. So that is how you are going to go through and take a Google form, input it into Canvas, but still be able to see what your students entered for their response.